Hello, and welcome to our next TMG Fireside Chat. I'm your host, John Mackey. In this episode, actually a series of 4 episodes, we are trying a new approach and mirroring or mimicking the CBS Sports and the PGA Tour with a series of walk and talk conversations. These episodes were recorded while we attended the Fire Suppression Systems Association annual forum in Phoenix at the end of February 2024. In these chats, we talk with Cliff Hartford, Business Development Manager at Victaulic, Louis Gonzalez, President of the Standard Fluids Corporation, Scott Sherman, Chief Operating Officer of TJ Noack Supply in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and Todd Stevens, the Operations Manager at IFP, Industrial Fire Protection. We will be dropping 1 to 2 of these chats over the next few weeks while we work towards this year's Masters Tournament, which is scheduled for April 11th through April 14th in Augusta, Georgia. We hope you enjoy this format and the conversation worthwhile, as well as insightful. And as always, please like, follow, share, and subscribe to the TMG Fireside Chat on YouTube, as well as your favorite podcast platform. And now, let's start our walk and talk chat.
Here we are, number 18.
Beautiful day.
Beautiful, beautiful day. Louis Gonzalez, President of Standard Fluids.
Pleasure.
Nice to see you, buddy.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you. It's a great day, and we're having an awesome time. So,
notice the swag in back. We are on the 18th, which happens to be the Standard Fluids sponsor hole. So thank you for your support of the FSSA.
It's a pleasure. You guys do an awesome job, and we're glad to support the FSSA as always.
Cool. So this is gonna be the first time in the TMG Fireside Chat we're actually on the golf course. And we're going to do a walk and talk like they do at CBS Golf.
That's right.
So
let's see
as Jim Nance would say, hello, friends.
Thank you.
So here we go.
Let's see if we can do it right.
Do it right. Let's see how this works out. So let's talk golf first. All right. Here we are, Wigwam. First time playing this course?
First time, yeah. First time.
Nice track. I've played it a few times when I was at Hiller. American Fire used to have their golf out. Well, it does have their golf out in here called the Crack 1 Open. So we'll have to put that on our list of things to do.
Nice.
We'll get more details about that today. So your tee shot, I was expecting you to hit the draw. Where did it end up?
The draw just didn't come out today. You know, I mean, it's been one of those shots that I got to work on it.
You got to work on it. We all have shots we got to work on in golf, right?
Yeah,
that's funny.
The draw is not my favorite shot yet.
So how's your group playing?
We're doing great. I've had like a couple of birdies. You know, we've had a couple of great shots, and you know, playing the scramble is fun because everybody gets a chance to hit a good shot every once in a while, and then
look at that shot by Jones.
She's had some great shots.
Put you right down Main Street.
Yeah.
Would she hit a 5-iron?
Yeah.
7?
This is a par 5, so you know we'll be hopefully in shape to get at least a shot at another birdie.
Yeah. So, all right. So you guys are playing well. Nice putt there on 17. There, was that a birdie putt or a par putt?
It was a birdie. Yeah, we had a birdie there.
So nicely done. And set up nicely here too. So
let's see.
Yeah. So obviously we're at the FSSA event. You know, what does the FSSA event, this annual forum, mean to Standard Fluids?
Yeah, I mean, for us, this is an amazing venue because all of our partners that we've been working with globally for the last several decades are here, you know, and it's an important opportunity to showcase, you know, our company and what we're doing to continue to support the industry. This is a team that not only was part of the IP and the patent of 1230, and now it's continuing the legacy that was started several decades ago.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're privileged to have an amazing team that's going to give the marketplace the confidence that that the market needs.
Yeah.
Because I look back at December 20th of 22, and I felt like it was 9/11. that was a day that rocked everybody.
Yeah.
We were caught off guard as everybody else was. And fortunately, we had the opportunity to bring back together a team that was passionate about the industries that we serve. And as a result, here we are. And the fire protection industry has been, in my bloodline since 1982. So consequently, we've, this is an organization that's, focused on the fire protection side.
Yeah.
So for us, having all our partners here and showing them that we're not going to leave them alone in terms of the support that they've, had from our team, and we've brought back together and are continuing to bring back together that team. So I just came back from Intersec in Dubai, likewise, again, supporting the industry, and we're excited about the future. We've had great conversations with our partners, and we're excited to, again, be part of this association and support it from a different perspective now. So had a lot of fun last night at the reception party.
Yeah.
So that was something that we used to do every year.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a tradition for us after the technical committee meeting to continue to support, and have a little fun.
It's
right?
a great start to the weekend. All right, so we walked up to your group. So let's take a break. We'll let you go play this shot,
Okay.
and we'll pick up the conversation on the other side.
Very good,
So.
very good.
Just got video of that great shot.
Yeah.
Walking away. What you thinking?
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, I'm not a big hybrid. This is a rental club, so
Yeah.
I'm going to blame it on the clubs.
Hey, that works. I use that 100 times.
No, it felt good, but playing into the sun, I'm going to come up with all kinds of excuses now.
I think the wind kicked up too.
The jets, I mean, these F-35s around us are driving us crazy. So no, it was. I pushed it. So.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's okay.
Yeah.
That's golf. Every once in a while, you have a great shot, and we come back again.
Exactly.
And get tortured some more.
Exactly. Well, that's why you play a stem. I think Joan put it in the fairway again over here, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah,
we've got a couple. We've got a couple of shots at this.
yeah. Very good. So all right. So last night we had this great hospitality event. I agree with you, as you said. Just a great way to kick off the weekend for the association and the forum. Really the opportunity to get together with some really close friends. So
Yeah.
what do you see for fluoro ketone products, specifically the SF1230 products in our industry? Because we've got some challenges around PFAS, PFAS, PFAS. Sometimes it gets lost in translation. Our path forward. I mean, you travel around the world. You're talking to a lot of engineers. You're talking to a lot of end users. What's their take on what we got going on with suppression agents? Yes, we've had an issue with firefighting foam. We'll recognize that, but with regards to SF1230 and the fluoro ketone-based products.
Yeah, no, good question. And globally, I mean, we're seeing a tremendous amount of continued use. These materials are performance-based solutions. They are the most modern fire protection, clean, gaseous, non-conductive, environmentally friendly. They're not persistent, bioaccumulative, or toxic. They're very strong. I mean, environmentally, they're solid. And unfortunately, the foam materials that were, part of the whole the PFOA and PFOS, that is a conflicting subject. But at the end of the day, globally, we're seeing tremendous use of these materials, and I think domestically here, there's a reset that's going to take place now. In terms of the world has to come to accountability with regard to that. You can't just eliminate a group of family of materials that are safe. You know, so
we got 25 years of good history.
Yeah.
You know,
there's over 15,000 materials that could be classified in this that are extremely safe. There's some that aren't, but at the end of the day, the science is going to prove itself out. You know, and that's what we have with us. Is we've got a team of scientists and engineers that are, you know, behind this, and we're going to support, you know, the market and, you know, be in front of it. We definitely are not going to walk away from it like, you know, unfortunately somebody else did, but we are here to, you know, to continue the legacy that was started. I think it's a great opportunity for us. Yeah,
that's great. All right, we're going to pick up the conversation after Lewis plays his next shot, which they end up using his ball because it did not go in the water.
Oh my
gosh. It did not fall under the tree.
Look at that.
And then Jones put it on the green again. So.
All right.
All right, let's pick it up later. All right, so now we got Lewis's teammates, you know, talking smack. So we'll go from that.
What was that about?
We're just talking about life in Minnesota and Wisconsin. So she said we got to get back to work. So, you know, your shot, I thought for sure you were going to be in the water and you're out of the tree.
I felt, I mean, you know, it's a tough lie. What can I tell you?
Exactly. I missed that one. Where'd you go?
It's not where I needed to go.
Not where you needed to go.
I mean, yeah. I hit a little fat. What can I tell you?
Yeah. Oh, the lie too. I mean, look at this is just you know, it's weeds.
It's weeds, but it's okay.
All right, so we were just talking about again the opportunity that, you know, Standard Fluids has with regard to help lead the industry down this path of, you know, good PFAS, why we need it. Right, it's a great suppression agent. So let's talk a little bit more about the industry as a whole. I mean, you've been in the industry now. You know, I don't want to tell everyone how old you are, but 30 plus 5 years.
Yeah, exactly.
So, well, you said 1982, so someone can do the math. So, so in that context, you've seen a lot. I've known you for a long time, and so, you know, we shared backgrounds and crossed paths a lot. Over years. But, you know, what's your take on the industry today? What you see going on outside of Standard Fluids, but the industry as a whole, clean agent suppression, special hazards, you know, the position overall for fire protection.
Is
this your ball?
Yeah, it's my ball. Let me grab it here. Yeah, I mean, you know, I've been in the special hazards arena my whole life, and so I'm gonna just focus on that perspective. You know, obviously there's a lot of technologies that are part of the portfolio that's available to you know, end users at the end of the day. But the purpose and the reason for NFPA 2001, and I'm going to focus on that standard for a second, is there's a criticality of applications out there that need a fire suppressant that meets and checks off a lot of boxes. And those boxes are so critical because when you start looking at applications that are, you know, driving technology, we're talking about banking infrastructure, we're talking about AI, we're talking about Bitcoin, you know, the modern world that we're part of, you know, air traffic control, we're talking about the, you know, the backup control centers for all the rail controls in the world. You know, I can start naming a number of different Panama Canal, you know, we did the, you know, working with OEMs, the railroads, you know, different, all the transit authorities in the world. I mean, they look at suppressants that are not going to be conductive, that are going to be safe for for people that can be in those spaces. And those are the agents in NFPA 2001. And from its inception, we've been part of that world. You know, so there's other alternatives out there, and they're good fire suppression materials, but they don't all provide the same level of performance that a clean agent does. And when I'm talking about AI, when I'm talking about the banking systems, when I'm talking about historical archives, and if I damage those materials or those assets, all of a sudden I've got downtime.
That's right.
And we can't, you know, we have zero tolerance for downtime. And that's why clean agents and NFPA 2001 was, you know, brought around. And that was as a result of the evolution of how halon went away, and then NFPA 2001 was born as an environmentally sustainable standard. You know, so anyways, again, I think that's the options are out there, but it's clear that technology requires the materials that we are working with.
Yeah.
You know, so that's exciting for us because we're right in the front of it.
Absolutely.
Now. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. So we'll let you ship and plot with your team, and then we'll wrap up as we walk to number one. How's that sound? All right. So we talked about, as we wrap to number one. So we talked about NFPA 2001, the importance it has on the industry as a whole. You know, we see this huge transformation with regard to technology and all our lives around us and the role that, you know, fire protection fluid plays in that space, right? So, you know, I think I've talked to some other people, we've talked about it on the podcast, that the industry as a whole is at that transformation point to shift from traditional old school, you know, technologies to new technologies, and we need good, you know, protection fluids to meet that requirement. So
right.
Happy to see that, and you know, help and support, you know, Standard Fluids any way I can as we go down that path. So,
yeah, appreciate it.
That's a great story. All right, so we're gonna wrap up this part of the podcast as we walk to number one. I'll probably, for more evidence, I'll record the shot and see how you guys do. But Lewis, thanks for the walk and talk.
Thank you, John. Appreciate it.
All right.
Okay.
So, all right, man.
All right.
Well, that's a wrap for this week's Fireside Chat. We really hope you enjoyed our walk and talk series. Each one of these interviews is pretty unique. And as you can tell, we're trying to have some fun on the golf course, talking about each of the participants, companies, the work they do, the relationship they have with the Fire Suppression Systems Association, their outlook on the industry, and everything going on across the fire protection space. And then, of course, a couple of jokes about each other's golf games. So with that, we'll wrap up this week. As we always do, please be sure to like, follow, share, subscribe to the TMG Fireside Chat on YouTube. You can find it under the Mackie Group channel, as well as the TMG Fireside Chat on your audio podcast platforms that you listen to. Thank you. We really appreciate you joining us. And until next time, be safe.